Hello, everyone. Welcome to IMPROVATE's Defense and Cyber Conference. Israel is well known throughout the world as a pioneer in defense technologies. We are proud to present solutions that we know can improve the security of free nations. We established IMPROVATE as a platform for cooperation and business development. And in light of the situation in Ukraine, today's event will facilitate connections between Israeli defense and cyber companies, as well as military and defense ministry representatives from throughout the region. TSG IT Advanced Systems is a global provider of C4I Star intelligence, HLS, and cybersecurity solutions. TSG has a track record of more than 50 years in successful development, integration, and delivery of mission-critical turnkey solutions for various military forces, governmental agencies, and corporations around the globe. Let's hear a short presentation on maritime intelligence for protecting exclusive economic zones from Mr. Uri Woldiger, VP and Business Development at TSG.
Thank you, Shanna. Actually, I would like to broaden a little bit the subject of today's discussion, not just to the maritime, but to have it in general, talking about data and analytics. While today's environment, we're talking about data that is coming in, streaming in from everywhere, whether there are physical sensors, whether there are unstructured information, structured information, databases. So data is almost, if we can say it, data is almost practically is unlimited. And as a country, as a security agency, we need to know how to deal with this huge amount of data, how to react to it, and how to take decisions based on the data. Taking out, and my previous colleagues has discussed, I believe it was Cognite, and others have discussed about noise coming in from data. So we need to stream the data to clean it in order to have an accurate situation, in order to make the better decision. So in this few minutes that I have, I would like to make a few examples how we use data in a more accurate way at the sea, in the air, and as an intelligence agency, in a homeland security environment. So this is a picture from a maritime situation picture. So if somebody is not from this area of expertise, I'm sure it says nothing to him. But what we can see here is the dots that are shown on the picture. All these dots are targets. Now, if you see two dots are joining together, you see those are targets stream in from two different kinds of sensors. For an example, it can be, if you're talking about a sea, you're talking about an AIS transmitter, and we're talking about a satellite SAR, or satellite image that is presenting the picture. Now, there are two challenges, two major challenges in having this, subject on hand. One is, how do we identify that those two targets coming from two different sources are not two different targets, are the same targets? So the first one, you have to do data fusion. And then you need to make a decision whether there are the same targets. You have to correlate them, because it is very unlikely to have two sensors projecting the same target in such a similarity or such a close density. So you need to correlate it, to fuse it, in order to show to the user, listen, you're looking on the same target that are coming in from two different sensors. What we have here in addition is, this is another sensor that is already taking the target and is analyzing it based on picture, identifying it, in this case, identifying it as warships from a different country, so the user can identify and learn from it and act accordingly. This is another picture showing from a maritime situation picture the density of targets that are usually presented to a user. We have here the coast of Nigeria, the Western Africa, and you see so many targets presented on the screen, but you need to know what kind of target you're looking at, what kind of suspicious behavior you're looking at. So what we are doing in TSG is not just fusing the information, we are using also artificial intelligence. I will discuss it soon. This is an air situation picture. Again, if somebody is here not from Air Forces or familiar and used to see such screens, this is how usually an air situation picture looks like. So there are tracks of objects in the sky, and I can say in a modest way maybe that Israel has the most challenging airspace in the world, and hence to provide an accurate air situation picture is a huge challenge, and this is something that TSG is proud to do for many, many years to the Israeli Air Force, and not just, also to the civilian air traffic control. But what we are doing here is multi-sensor tracking. So in order to, again, to take out the noise, to stream all the information in one place, but to fuse it, and in order to have a coherent situation picture, what you need to do is multi-sensor tracking in this case, in order to receive such a picture that you can identify each and every target on the screen and can decide what to do with it. In the air, as well as the sea, TSG is using already artificial intelligence to enhance the situation picture. So in cases of the air today, and we have seen so many of them during that day, we have seen so many drones. So today there is technology of flock of drones that are flying in the sky. A flock of drone is very similar to a flock of birds. So how do you differentiate between a flock of birds and a flock of drones coming into your airspace? This is something that currently physical sensors cannot do it by themselves. You need to enhance their tracking capabilities with artificial intelligence in order to identify that this is a flock of birds and not a flock of drones. The last, but not least, again, in the terms of data fusion and artificial intelligence, is the area of big data. So we have the seven V's, the huge amount, again, of data, and because of time constraints, I won't go into detail in every one of them, but having intelligence officers looking to retrieve information from existing data sources that are available for him. And we are talking about any kind of intelligence officer, whether it's internal security, police officer, or it can even be a commercial corporation. Somebody who needs to retrieve the information. So we are used today to have Google. We just ask the question, and Google is bringing up all the answers. But how many answers are not relevant to our questions? How much information is available to us that is taking us time or to endless search that brings us to nowhere? So when you're dealing with an intelligence officer, you want to have the accurate information on hand. You do not want to miss any information that is available to him. But on the other hand, you do not want to present to him garbage. You want to present to him all the relevant information that is for his question. So this is exactly what TSG is doing, using on one hand sensors. So it can be a mobile interception system, you can see it on the right hand, or any other communication interception system. On the left hand, you can see video management system, mobile forensic that is coming in, existing command and control. All of them are coming into a data portal that is doing the data fusion and analytics in order to provide the user the accurate information. This was a very, very short presentation about data fusion and artificial intelligence. Thank you for listening, and have a successful rest of the days. Thank you very much.